I kept trying to force myself to get out of bed, but I was powerless. This voice rendered me totally powerless. And as this was going on, I heard what sounded like a helicopter come over the roof and stop. And I was getting weaker and weaker and weaker and paralyzed at that point. At the time that the helicopter came over, you know, I couldn't move. I couldn't do anything at all. Then suddenly, as I was about to just fall into a deep sleep or pass out or whatever, suddenly I heard the helicopter fly away. And then this voice said, "Oh, that wasn't a helicopter. That was just an airplane with engine trouble." At that same point in time, my husband came flying into the house, flying into the bedroom, screaming, "Leah, are you okay? Are you okay?" And I said, "No, I'm not okay. Why do you ask? You're supposed to be at work." And he said, what happened was he had started to work, and he had gotten some distance, and he had an upset stomach, and he had to come back home. And when he did, he caught the helicopter hovering over our rooftop, just right above the roof. And he made a rude gesture at it, and it flew away. So the point here is that he caught this helicopter, and I don't imagine it was a helicopter itself, because that's just a piece of machinery, but whoever was in that helicopter conducting mind control on me, rendering me powerless to move and do anything. Now, I don't know what the intentions were. You know, I don't know, because my husband caught it that day. A couple of weeks later, when the plant was shut down, my husband came home at the end of the day after a full day of work and caught one of those helicopters over the roof again. And I don't know what happened that day. I can't tell you what happened that day. I don't know. But again, the helicopter flew off. It probably got me that time, but I have no memory whatsoever of what happened that day. None. And that has happened quite a few times with me, is having periods of time where I have absolutely no memory of what occurred. It's extremely bothersome to know that there are days out of your life where you can't remember anything, and you wonder where you were, what you were doing, did you do anything wrong, did anybody do anything to you that could have permanent repercussions. You know, there's still so many unanswered questions. Even though I've had experiences myself, I still have lots and lots of questions that go unanswered. The black helicopters still buzz my house from time to time. Every once in a while they'll come in and they'll just circle right over it. And I've moved, by the way. You know, it happened when I lived in Mississippi, but not to my neighbors. When I've lived in 4 places in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, which is where I live now. Same thing. The black unmarked helicopters don't bother my neighbors, but in all 4 places I've lived in Murfreesboro since 1995, they've come and circled my house, flown right over my roof, hovered over my roof. And it has happened several times this year even. I think May 4th was the last time it happened. I've taken pictures of them some of the times. Let's see. There's one of them. There's one of them. And there's another one. So I've got pictures of the May 4th one too, I think, but I didn't get those slides developed yet. You know, I don't even see any point in it. You know, they all look the same. So there you go. I've traced these helicopters to 2 different places. When I lived in Mississippi, I discovered that they were flying off from and landing at Columbus Air Force Base in Columbus, Mississippi. Where I live now, I've seen them take off from and land at Smyrna, Tennessee airport, south of Nashville. And I don't know who they belong to yet. I intend to do a little bit more research on these things. Don't know if I'll get any answers, but I'm certainly going to try to find out who owns these things.